So let's talk about love. A lot of people are, you know, saying how they love someone or doing certain acts of love and self-love. When it comes to love, most people have no idea what it is or how you come about it or how you transform into it, how you exude it, and how you walk in it. So love is a whole bunch of bullcrap, okay? And the reason why I say that is because when you are in any type of relationship and you have unconditional love, the people that you are in these relationships, say it's your mother or your father or your sister or your brother or your cousin, your child, your nephew, your niece, whoever, you have to deal with their personality. And sometimes people's personalities can hurt you. Some people want to grow, which is self-development. Some people are understanding. Some people are compassionate. Some people are empaths, and some people lack empathy altogether. They're called covert narcissists. Believe me, I know all about them. So when you have unconditional love for someone, you honestly have to embody the attributes of unconditional love. You have to be patient with them. You have to be kind. You have to be understanding. Excuse me. Even during all of this, you still have to practice self-preservation. And before you can give anyone unconditional love, you have to first give it to yourself. And a lot of us are not taught how to give unconditional love to ourselves. This right here is really a huge topic, and I decided to talk about it because I believe that I embody pure, authentic love, unconditional love. And why I say that is because a lot of my interactions growing up and experiences that I've had, I've always been forgiving and non-judgmental of the people who have done things to me. But in growing up, I didn't have the experience or the wherewithal to know that just because you forgave someone doesn't mean to put yourself back in the same position. So now that I've grown up and have more experience, I realize you can forgive someone, but you do not put yourself back in that same position, though you still have your vulnerability, but also self-preservation and increased discernment, reading energies and spirits. Now, in order to vibrate at your highest frequency, the highest frequency in every area of your life, success embodies every area of your life, not just financial, not just influential, not just, material, not just look at me, look at me. It's about your relationships with those who are closest to you. What are they saying about your heart? What are they saying about your character? And so I got on here to say that love, unconditional love, takes effort. Because a lot of people get married because of the emotion, and then they say they love this person, and then they have this, after a few years, they don't feel like doing the work that it takes to keep rekindling the flame in love, because temptations will come at you from left and right. All of these things happen to help us evolve. And so when you make the conscious choice to say, I love this person unconditionally, and we are going to get through thick and thin, and then he's going to grow and she's going to grow, and then I'm going to grow. These are your intentions. And then to expand your awareness, your conscious awareness, you have to start doing spiritual things. Everything is spiritual, whether you want to admit to it or not. The most powerful things in this world are the things that we cannot see. When it comes to opening your heart, in order to give love and to receive love, you have to be vulnerable and trusting and knowing that your heart muscle, the spirit heart, and the physical heart and the mind are strong enough to endure any adversity, any whatsoever. Now, this doesn't mean get into a relationship with somebody who is not conscious, who is just walking around doing what they see on TV, lying, cheating, drinking, stealing, all of those low vibrational things. So when it comes to the heart, you have to first love yourself and then release. There are strategies and techniques that you can do to release all of that pain out of there. There are things that you can do, meditations. You can go back into the situation in the past and change what you had, your perception of what happened. So you can go back into the past and actually change your perception of what happened and release it from your heart. If it's attached to a person, place, or thing, you can write it down. You can actually write it down, read it, burn it, and release it. Now is the time between the full moon and the new moon at the beginning of the month or at the end of this month of October. Every day you can write it down, you can see the person, you can forgive the person, you can release the person. It doesn't mean that you want to go be around that person because you're changing, that person isn't changing. And every time the image of this person comes up into your mind, you have to send them love and cast them out. Okay? And so a lot of people are trying to get into these relationships and they're half healed. You have to be healed. And when it comes to the process of growth, you have to allow yourself to grow. Sometimes you have to step back out of the picture and detach. But you have to allow yourself the time to grow, the time to heal. And you have to take the action steps to say that you believe and you trust in the process, that you're healing and that you're growing and that you know. If you listen to Jada Pinkett Smith, she will tell you that a lot of people do not know what love is. They've never experienced it. Man, hold on, guys. Okay, literally, I'm so glad that happened because my energy was so slow and I just cannot get with slow energy. Sometimes when I can finish meditating, it's just like, oh, I'm just channeling the divine. But at the same time, when I'm listening to a message, if the person doesn't get to the point, I am like, I am so done. Unless I already know that this person is channeling the divine. Okay, so what I wanted to say is basically open your heart chakra and you have to take care of yourself and accept responsibility for all of the things that happen to you in your life. Everything that has happened to you, you attracted in some way or another, consciously or subconsciously. The biggest part of love is being able to endure some of the things that people may do to you to offend you and not take it in and hold it in this vessel, but to be able to release it and to effectively communicate to the person that they did hurt you when they said this and they did hurt you when they did this, and allow them to know and communicate with them and create a bond so freaking strong that nobody, I mean absolutely nobody can come in through that bond. Somebody can come to you and be like, oh, well, she said this, that, and the other, and you automatically know. Y'all are connected in the mind, y'all are connected in the heart, your souls are one. You can't tell me nothing about what he said and what she said. Because the all-knowing power that resides within me knows that you're full of crap. So take that to somebody else. Okay, that's my time. I love you guys. Finish watching the rest of the video. Take notes and start implementing them. I'm crazy about you. I love you. I'm crazy about myself. I love myself. I want the best for you. I want the best for myself. Come on. Howell Cower here, and I'm signing out.